So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am very excited to be here and teach you a little bit about VPPR and the role and how you can be more out there and share your club amongst others to get more people in. Please just give me a raise of hands if you can see my screen. Yes, okay. So today what we'll be covering, we have 4 awesome speakers. So my name is Marianne Reeves. I am the Public Relations Manager for District 3, and I have a fabulous team that has helped me create all the content that you see on all our social media platforms. They schedule it, they create it, they write all that copy, and we put these training together for you. So there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes that my team has created. So I couldn't do it without him. So thank you, Lena, Jason, Tanya, and we do have another member. Her name is Rachel. She's not here today, but she does a lot of the things. So Lena here, she is our social media manager. She gets everything put together and then cascades it down to Jason and Tanya, which are content creator. Jason does most of our content, and then Tanya helps out, and then she is our Pinterest wizard. And then Rachel, she does our blogs and all our newsletters. So if you guys are signed up for the newsletters, you will see those coming in once a month with the trio and their videos. And so that is our team, and so please give them a round of applause, because without them this would not be possible and you guys would not be here learning more about all the wonderful things that they do. So they make my job easy because they are amazing. um so thank you. What we're going to start talking about is brand guidelines, and brand guidelines are so important because they teach us about what Toastmaster is, and it makes it really easy for someone to identify Toastmasters at a global spectrum. And so it's important to uphold the brand guidelines because it gives brand recognition. And as we go through, I'm going to show you what how to do it, what your responsibilities are as the VP of Public Relations, and why is it important. So it's important to maintain the same brand, the colors, the fonts, the logos. Right now we have a new logo floating around because we are reaching 100 years for Toastmasters. And so you will see that new logo floating around, and but it's all within the same guidelines. When we write a press release or any marketing materials, we want to have that professional tone of leadership and promoting one another. So that's also very important when you're writing some kind of copy. You can keep it fresh and light, and you can keep it young, because we have a new demographic. I'm a millennial, so now there's like 2 generations younger than I am. So we want to keep it fresh for them as they're wanting to join our clubs. And also to understand the importance of safety, because we're virtual. Some of our clubs are virtual, and we want to be safe. So not people that are not intended to be in our clubs can join just or say that they're a part of Toastmasters or a club when they're not, and not that's a big red flag. If they're not following the brand guidelines, that would be a red flag that they're not actually with us, because we're strict with those guidelines. So Lena will post in our chat our resources. So this is the page, this is our brand portal, and there's tons and tons of resources here. There's videos, there are podcasts, There's templates that you can use for your club to promote different things. We also have some of these in our AC Toastmasters website, but everything else is in the resources on toastmasters.org. So play around with it, check it out, see what templates there is. You can also dive into the brand portal. The brand portal will give you the manual, branded business cards, stationery templates. So if you are a open club where you can promote within the community, you may want to have a type of business card where it's ready for you to be like, hey, I'm Marianne, I'm part of this club. If you want to join us, here's our address, here's my phone number, give us a call. Or you can have the date and time when you guys meet, if you meet in person, or if you meet in Zoom, you can have all that information. It also has marketing resources and website templates. A lot of the clubs, they want to have free hosts. So it'll teach you how to go in there and have a template on the website. It also have the logos and different templates that go along with it. And then trademark questions that you can send to the brand team to see if you can use it or not. The brand color. So this is very important. And as we go on, I will show you how you can plug this in. We use Canva as a resource to create all our content. And one of the things that we have done is take all this information from the brand guidelines, the logos, the color, and the fonts to create a brand guideline within Canva. So it's easy to access and it's easy to have everything in one. So when you're creating the content, you don't have to go and look for the different X codes and stuff. When you're using a logo, Toastmasters logo, one of the things that you want to stay away from is changing the perspective of the logo, making it smaller or enlarging it so it looks disproportionate, removing elements from the logo as you can see on this image, or putting the district inside the logo, changing the colors or the background. Those are things that you want to stay away from. If you want to add your district to it, for example, District 99, you can put it at the bottom, or some kind of slogan, you can put it at the bottom. So these are some options on the left-hand side that you can do. On the right-hand side are items that you cannot do. Staying within the brand. So what you'll see in social media, a lot of the clubs, they will have the Cox or the Toastmasters logo, and then they'll have their name, so Cox Communicators on the bottom, and it'll be spaced out, and then you can see it for that image. We don't want to create our own logo for, risk talkers or image timber talkers or any of those, because what happens is that we're going to dilute the image of Toastmasters. We want to keep it as one cohesive brand. So if you're in Mexico, Canada, United States, Puerto Rico, any place that you're in, you'll be able to recognize, oh, this is a Toastmasters International Club. So we want to stay away having any of these. If your club has it, you can use it internally, but just don't post it anywhere else. There is people that are watching, and then you'll get an email saying, hey, please remove or please rebrand to a Toastmaster approved logo. So we covered this. So fonts are important, the materials that you can use. And so in summary, we want to protect the brand and the reputation of the club, of Toastmasters. We want to keep the message consistent. We want to take advantage of the assets that are already provided for you. And always, if you have questions or you're unsure, you can reach out to us, the PRM team, or you can reach out to the brand guideline team directly. So if you have any questions, write them down. We'll answer them at the end. I am going to stop sharing my screen because I want to show you how to use Canva in a live setting. Okay, maybe I won't stop sharing, but I will go here. Can everybody still see my screen that I'm sharing and see Canva? Okay, fabulous. So this is Canva. Canva is a software that you can have free to use, or you can have the paid version. The paid version is about $10 to $15 a month. And because we are a nonprofit organization, there is some steps that as a club you can take to have a free membership. One of the things that I want to show you really quick is the front page, the home page. Here you can see the things that you can design. So you can design documents, you can have a whiteboard. A whiteboard is where you can just drop all your ideas. You can do presentations similar to what you were seeing today. You can create social media content, and it'll have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the different sizes, so you can have them available to you. You can also do videos. So you can edit the video if you need to shorten it or splice it up. You can do that as well. Anything that you create, you can also do prints. You can do t-shirts, you can do invitations. Things are limitless. And one of the really cool things now that you can create is this website. So if you don't want to have your website on free host, you can create a website and then just go down the line and put all your information. And I'll show you briefly how to use this. So I'm going to show you how to create a brand guideline, do a social media post, bulk, and then use the magic write tool, and then creating a website. So I'm going to try to mash it all up into one because it is going to take a little bit of time to create. So first, let's start with our brand. We'll click brand. Right here, you can already see that I have 3 different brands. So I'm going to click on the second one. Actually, no, let me go back. I'm going to click on the version 3. So version 3 here, I have uploaded all our new 100, District 100 logos that we have, and then we have the regular logo. So all of these can be downloaded on the brand guidelines that we talked earlier on that link that Lena sent. And then we already have the colors in here. So it's very easy to add a color. What you'll need to do is you can try to pinpoint it, or you can just do the hashtag and whatever color you want. So if you do FFF, it'll be white, and then you'll have these 3 different other colors to match the brand guideline. And then here you go into the different fonts, and then you'll just type them out. So Gotham is one of them, and then you can plug them into different sections. So if you want the title to be Gotham, the subtitle, you can go in there and just change it. And then what you can also do is the sizing that you want for each of those subheadings or title or the body of the content. So once you're done with that, you'll click save. If you have for your team, for example, my team, we can upload different photos here. So we have them easily available. So if we want to do a collage of all our pictures, we can do that. If we have different graphics or icons, we can do that as well. One of the cool things that we have available is the brand voice. And what this does is it helps you write with the AI. So similar to ChatGPT, you can write what your brand sounds like. So we can put Toastmasters is a international club and we want to write in a professional way. So we can write all that. And as we are creating content, it'll write in that voice. So that is a neat feature that we have available now. So what we're going to cover next is how to create a bulk social media content. So this is when we use it when we are sending congratulations to our winners, or not our winners, but our educational awards to the clubs or to the club members that have achieved or completed a level. So I am going to show you how to create a bulk using Canva. What we're going to do it on, we're going to do it on a Instagram story. So here you can go to create and then Instagram story. If you want to follow along, you can go to canva.com and then sign in. Next, I am going to go into design. Into design, you can have a different template. So what I'm going to do is, let's say morning or summer. We'll just put summer. So here is a summer. Hello, summer. This is fun. This is fresh. So we're going to create just something that says in the morning. Wait, hold on. I am going to do something different. I am going to mash the bulk and the bio link together because I don't want to run out of time. So what I'm going to create is a bio link. So the bio link is what's on your social media post, and then you can have different links to direct them to signing up for TLI or signing up for a Zoom meeting. So different things like that. So I am going to write on designs. I'm going to write bio link. And here are my templates. Let's choose one that's very simple. So here is my link. So each of these, one, I'm going to show you how you can create multiple, and then I'm going to show you how you can convert this into a website. So here I'm just going to go and I'm going to change this to District 3. And then I'm going to share below to learn more. So I'm going to put District 3 website. And then I'm going to leave everything else. Right now, I'm going to change the picture. So I go to my brand guideline, and then I can see the different logos that I have. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Super easy to switch around. All of these they're going to stay the same. And I am going to add the website to go along with it. So I'm going to click on the right-hand side, and I'm going to hit link. This will give me the opportunity to type in the website. So I'm going to type in www.actoastmasters.org. And now when I go live, whoever clicks on this District 3 website, they'll be directed here. And I can plug this into my social media. So Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, this is my bio link. And remember, we want to stay within brand. So a couple of the things that we can also do is go back to design and then hit styles. And under the styles, you will see your brand that we created earlier. I am going to hit on the brand fonts. So it automatically changes all my fonts to be within brand. And then it's going to change my colors. So I can switch it around and it'll show you different options. So as we're here, we have created this. And now I am going to create into a bulk. And what that means is that this is going to be able to create different ones. And it's very easy. We're going to go down to different apps. And we're going to click on bulk. Bulk create right here. And so a couple of things that you can do, you can enter the data manually, or you can enter a CSV file. I'm going to enter the data manually. What I'm going to change is District 3 in this comment. I'm going to add District 4, District 5, so every district has their own bio link, or you can change it for different clubs. And so I am going to enter District 3. District 4. And one other thing that I'm going to change will be the title that was on the bottom. So for right now, I'm just going to put test 1. Oops. And here you can change the title. So I'm going to put message. Okay. So now I have to link these, so it'll create 3 different posts. I am going to highlight the district name, and I'm going to select connect data. I'm going to highlight the name and see how it switches it. We want to make sure that that happens. And then I'm going to add the message. So right click, connect data, and then message. So what it'll happen is it'll create 3 different posts, 1, 2, 3, with district 3 here and the different message that we want to have. And you can create this with hundreds and hundreds of options. You can create morning greetings, you can create inspirational quotes, you can thank the people that came to visit your club. So there's 100 different ways that you can use this tool. So now I've created a new page and it has District 3, Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3. And now I want this to be a website. So I am going to highlight or click on the share button, select more, and then you'll see this website option. What I will do is it'll convert it into a website, so it does have to be longer. And now you want to do a couple of different things. So you can do publish to a Canva domain. You can publish to a new domain, so you have to buy it through Canva, or you can use an existing domain. What I would suggest is just using the free domain. And then you can type whatever URL you want. So I would do District 3. And then you can write a brief description, file link with information. And now this is published. It takes a couple of seconds here. And now we can visit the website. This is what it will look like. This is Toastmasters links.my Canvas site, District 3. And then now here you have the different pages. And these will work. And then it'll take you to the Toastmasters website. So that is some of the tools that we use to create content that is engaging, that is giving you more in less time. So I would encourage you to use it. And now I'm going to hand it off to Jason, who is going to be talking about the things and how he creates more of that engaging content. So I will hand it off to you, Jason. I am going to share back.
Thank you. So am I sharing, or we're going to the next slide, or how do we do that?
Do you want to share, or do you want me to share for you?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You can.
All right. Can you guys see my screen still? Okay, perfect.
Okay. Hello and good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Is everybody confused? It's a lot of information to take in. And if you look at the panel here, there's a big difference. Mariana said something about it earlier, that the different generations. And as you can tell, my generation is a little bit older than the rest of them. So when I first joined, I was confused. And Marianne, one of the first questions she asked me is if I had a handle. And being old like I am, I was like, that's a weird question. I don't even have a CB radio. But if I did, I'd want to be the rubber duck. Then Lena asked me about TikTok, and I thought she said Tic Tac. And so I leaned in and I was like, oh my God, she must have superpowers. If she could smell my breath with a computer, holy cow. And then you have Tanya. And by this time, Tanya's serious. So she's looked at me with disgust and she said, YouTube. And I said, not in the last 30 years, but I used to tube the river all the time when I was younger. So those are my jokes. Okay, next slide. When we make our slides, we want people to be in them, pictures of people, not just objects. I know we made this one, and we were also talking about filling out for younger audiences. This one I went through 2 or 3 times. I did it, and then people were like, oh, that's for older generation. And so I asked for some help from younger people, and I got a little bit of stuff. And then I even asked some of the younger generation at the TLI meetings we went to, and they gave me some good feedback too. And so I used all the feedback to kind of make this so it pops for everybody, not just my generation, but everybody's generation. And we used the different colors. And if you use people in your post, it'll bring more people in. Next slide, please. I'll give you an example. Here's one, and then here's the next one. I mean, they're kind of, oh, no, back one. So they're kind of the same and saying the same thing, but which one would you rather look at? The one with the picture on it or this one? You see how it draws, what the picture draws your eyes in, and you want to look at it, where this one, maybe not so much. Does that make sense? Okay, next slide. And here we have the same thing. We have somebody that's working. This is actually one of the slides that we did for our workshop and to promote your clubs. And it's drawing you in. It's somebody there, they're looking at you. It's like, okay, hey, what's this? Let me click on it real quick. Okay, look at all my links are right there, my times. This is a perfect example. And then the next one, where if we made the same thing, but without somebody in it, see how it's there, but it's not as inviting or drawing you in. It's just kind of blah, blah. And so when you want to make your templates, we get a format from whoever sends them in. Different people send them in, either the the three or different people, and they try to put what they want to say, and we kind of go with it and kind of make it a little fun. And some of them might have, you got a gift card or something, $25 gift card or some ribbons for your club if you do this or do that. And so we try to put that on there, and we try to just kind of spice them up. And so it's not that hard. It's pretty easy once you get used to it. Even for somebody old like me, I mean, I've gotten used to it. It's pretty easy now. We can go through them. We can get them done. We can make anything that anybody wants. And you just got to let us know what you need, what you want to say, and we'll get it from there. And my part's pretty simple because that's pretty much all I do. I do a lot of them, but it's not hard at all. I promise. And don't be confused. It's not that hard at all. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. If not, we'll move on.
Okay. Thank you, Jason, for sharing your experience on the team as to how you go about creating designs for all the content that we promote out there. Hello, everyone. I'm Leena Jo. I'm also part of the District 3 social media team this year. And my role in the team is where whatever content is created by Jason and by Tanya, I take those content and I try to promote it out there on the several platforms or the several social media pages that District 3 has. Now, I understand each of you as the Vice President of Public Relations for your club, you might not have your club's presence on all these different social media platforms that you see here. For a district, why we need it is because our members, we have almost more than 1,000 members in our district. And some of them might be only on one of these platforms at a given time. For example, some of them might be only on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform where it's a more professional networking platform where people join in to maybe look for job opportunities and such. On the other side, you might have members who are purely only on maybe Instagram and TikTok. That is where you have all the latest content, and the format of the content is very different in these platforms. You will find a lot of content around reels, which are short videos, maybe less than a minute long videos. So if you see our members and our guests, we have a very diverse group, and some of them are on some platforms and not on the other. That is the reason why, as a district, we are having our presence across all these several social media platforms. And we encourage you as a club to at least have maybe more than one, if not in all these. I know it might be difficult to have presence on all these different platforms, but at least in more than one. The ones that we feel has the maximum traction, where you get maximum responses. Instagram is a very good platform. So if your club is not yet on Instagram, definitely I would encourage you to do that. TikTok is a very good platform for the current generation because there are a lot of people who are extensively using TikTok. Then Meetup is another very good platform. I will be talking in detail about Meetup in the subsequent slides, so I'll park that for now. I am going to post all these different handles. These are the District 3 social media handles. Just posted it in the chat. And you will find these links in all the communication that we send out, the newsletters, all these will also have these links to the different platforms. So if you're not yet following, please follow it. And we would like you to share your club's handles as well with us. That way we can follow your club. So if you have presence on Instagram, we as a district would like to follow your club, because one thing we have realized is the more engagement there is, that is where you get a higher reach. To give an example, if I put a post out there today on Instagram, and if I'm the only one liking that post, reach for that post is very limited. However, if all of us here on this call are going in and liking that post, you can imagine how multifold that reach is going to be. So that is why it is important for all of you as club VPPRs to follow the district page, and for us as a district to follow your club pages as well. So please make a note of these handles, and it'll be great if you can follow this and send us your handle, club handles as well. Moving on. This is the meetup, the account that I was talking about. If any of your clubs are not yet on Meetup, I strongly encourage you to get onto Meetup at the earliest. I'll tell you what Meetup is if any of you are new to Meetup. This is a social media platform or a social media tool where people join in to find like-minded individuals or join in for events which are of a common or a similar interest. To give you an example, if I like hiking, I would want to go on to Meetup and I'll search for some group which is having a hike this weekend, and I could RSVP and join their event. So this is a platform where people host events, and you can choose which of the events you would like to join. So if any of your clubs are already having a Meetup account, that's great. If not, it'll be good if you can join in. Our district has got a Meetup page, and all you need to do to get onto that district free Meetup page is you just send an email to us at prm@aztoastmasters.org, and we will help get you set up onto Meetup. So the instructions are shown on this slide. So you just have to log into Meetup, write to us at prm@aztoastmasters.org, and we will create an event for you. We will make you the organizer of that particular event for your club. Then onwards, you will be able to operate that event. You can edit the event and you will be able to schedule it as and when you have your club meetings. So several clubs in our district have been able to get guests join their meetings solely through this Meetup. So it will be really great if all of you can also get onto the District 3 Meetup page. Moving on to the next slide. This will just show you a few snapshots of how to get onto Meetup. So the one on the left is the District 3 Meetup page. Once you join the group, send us an email, as I said. Once we get you set, on the right side, you will see, once you're the event organizer, you will be having access to edit the event, as can be seen in the image on the right side. Moving on to the next slide. Once you click on edit the event, this is how the page opens up. I'm not going to go in detail in each of those. Most of it is self-explanatory. Just one thing I would like to say here is make this page as unique to your club as possible. So if your club is known to meet in the morning, like I recently heard one of the clubs, they call it the morning therapy session. They meet every Friday morning and they call it the morning therapy session. That is what they all look forward to in their club meetings. So each club has got something unique about ourselves, right? So bring out that unique perspective in this Meetup page. That way you will attract the right kind of guests for your club meetings. So you can just go ahead, you can put a picture of your club members in one of the meetings over here, you can upload that photo. You can write the description of your club. You can mention when all you are meeting. And once you host this event on Meetup, then people can RSVP and join in for your events. Moving on. So that was about Meetup. And now I want to talk a little bit about how do you go about scheduling your posts. That is what I do in this team, as I mentioned at the beginning. So we saw so many different platforms, and Marian was talking about, you have to have so many different posts out there. She showed us how you can create bulk posts with the same design. You can create several posts. That is a great tool for you to maybe use for your weekly meetings. So when you have so much of content ready, how do you go about scheduling it on the different social media platforms? If you were to sit and log into each of the platform or log in every week into the platform and schedule it, you're going to be taking up a lot of time, and it's not easy for us to find that kind of time. So that is where scheduling tools come into picture, and that is something that can help you. So to give you an example, what I do is the first week of every month, I take one day out and I schedule all the posts, whatever is ready by then. So whatever Jason and Tanya create, I take all that content and I schedule it for the next 3 or 4 weeks at a time. So that one day is what I spend to get all these scheduled. Of course, when we have new requests, I need to do it again, but it helps me to sit one day and do it for the entire month rather than having to do it every week. So what are the tools that are available? In our team, we use a third-party tool, which is called Later. However, that is a paid tool, so it might not be easy for every club to have it. So even if you don't use any third-party tool, you can use the tool that is available on Facebook itself. So Facebook has got a tool which is called the Meta Business Suite. And through this, you will be able to schedule for up to a month in advance posts on Facebook as well as Instagram, because both these are integrated into the same platform. So you can use it as one-time scheduling for both these platforms. So I will show you in a bit. I will do a live demo and show you in a bit how you need to get those scheduled. Before I do that, I just wanted to cover a few more points here. When you are scheduling these, some of the ways in which you can make your post attractive, make it engaging, is to use hashtags. So what are hashtags? Hashtags, as you can see the symbol on the slide in the third point, hashtags is where it helps you identify your post. For example, if you go into Google and search hashtag AZ Toastmasters, you will find all the results of our district coming up over there. It could be the website, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, or any other social media platform. So hashtags help consolidate or get all the content together. So that is why it's important to use relevant hashtags when you post. Another thing is tag your club members. I spoke about this briefly earlier. The more number of people liking a post from your club will definitely help you get a better reach out there. So ask your club members, once you as a VPPR is posting something on social media, encourage your club members to like the post, to share the post, and to comment on the post. All this will help you get a much wider reach. So these are some of the things that I wanted to draw your attention to. And also, depending on which platform you are posting, use the right size of image. For example, the reels that I spoke about on Instagram. Reels is very popular on Instagram. Those are the long, narrow posts that you see, the short videos. So for Instagram Reels, use that kind of post. So Marianne showed us on Canva, you can select which kind of template or format you would like to design your content on. Some other platforms use a square post. So that's a 1080 into 1080 size. So depending on the platform, use the right dimension, because that gives a better viewing experience for the audience. So with this, Marianne, could you stop sharing? I'll share my screen and just show a live demo. I'll just show one particular post. Okay, share. Let me know when you're able to see the screen. Okay, so I've just logged into Facebook and this is my page. Let me change the account. So each of you as VPPRs would most likely be managing your club's social media post. So here I'm going to select District 3 Toastmasters. So like this, you will be selecting your club's account. Once you go into this, you can go into your club's page. And on the left-hand side, you will find the Meta Business Suite that I was talking about. So you can click that. And further on the left-hand side, you will find Planner. So this is what you need to be clicking when you need to go and schedule posts. So click on Planner. So if you see, all these posts are what I scheduled 3 weeks back. And I'll just show you one post, which maybe let's schedule something for March 7th. Okay. So if I'm going to schedule a post, I just go to that particular date. So I want to schedule something for March 7th. I go click on schedule, and you have these various options. You can schedule a post, a story, reel, and so on. I want to schedule a reel. So I'm going to say create reel. Okay. And this is where I said, with just this one scheduling action, I can get it done on both the Facebook page as well as the Instagram page. So District 3 has got both these pages here. So I can get it done in one shot for both these. I don't have to individually do each of them. Now I go to add video and let me select the video that I want to. Okay, so this is a video that I want to post. And here, when I'm going to post, let me just add the hashtags that I was talking about. Easy Toastmasters. Okay. And Toastmasters. If you see, you'll be able to see the number of posts that are there under each of these hashtags. So choose the one which has got the maximum, because that way you'll have a higher reach. And what else we can do? Public speaking. So have relevant hashtags and fun, learning. Okay, so we can some of these. And here I know this the person who's speaking in this video is Christine. So I would maybe want to tag Christine. Let me see if I'm able to find her. Yeah, so Christine Faber. And I usually tag our team as well. Marianne. Okay, I'm just tagging her for now. I'll tag the others later. Okay, so you just put in all these hashtags, tag people, and then you go into next. And here you can go into schedule. And I wanted to schedule this for March 7th. Maybe let's say 2:39 and click on schedule. So this way, when I go back into the planner, if I go into March 7th and refresh the page, oops. You see both the posts are there, the Facebook one and the Instagram one. So this way, it is easy for you to schedule all your posts out for the next 2 or 3 weeks on one given day. That way you can just be done and forget about it for the rest 3 weeks. So try and use the scheduling tools as much as possible. That makes your life so much easier. With that, I will hand the presentation over to Tanya. Tanya will talk a little bit about Pinterest, which is one of the most popular social media platforms now. Over to you, Tanya.
Thank you, Lena. So how's everybody feeling about the session so far? I hope you all learned something new. And everyone ready to learn about Pinterest? Okay. I suppose I'm pretty sure most of you are already familiar with Pinterest. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, let me know once you're able to see the screen. Awesome. And I am going to just probably switch off the video because I have the screen on a different monitor and I don't want to distract you with too much of moving here and there. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying that most of you must already be familiar with Pinterest. I mean, I know, of course, like we ladies, we like to look up for recipes, we like to look up for home decor, and I think Pinterest is the app which most of us, most of our friends and relatives, they recommend us to look up. You'll get a lot of ideas over there on Pinterest. Then here's the interesting thing, that it's not only about all these recipes and home decors and stuff. There are a lot of content out there for us to learn, for us to connect, and even promote our businesses, to promote our individual, say, small business or our hobbies. And what I'm going to tell you today is how you can promote your club on Pinterest. So let's start with the basic question. What is Pinterest? So Pinterest is a social network where users can share and they can discover new interests. Most of the contents on the Pinterest are visual content. or give a visual preview before they direct users to a more detailed content. And as users, you can post videos or images, which is called as pinning. And when others browse what you have pinned, they either they have option to like the images or like the videos, or they can click on the associated link and they can get directed to a more detailed content. In other words, it's a content sharing site that works as a virtual pinboard. So let me show. I have this Pinterest open here. This is our D3 Toastmasters Pinterest account. This is the home feed of our account. On the top, you will see all the boards, all the virtual boards which we have created. If I go here, I go to profiles, and I click on the D3 Toastmasters. These are all the posts which Lena had scheduled and she has put it out there on the Pinterest. These are all the posts which were created by our social media team for various occasions, for various events, to promote various educational events or incentives, and all those have been promoted on this social media, on this Pinterest account. Now we have an option to categorize them. We can create our individual boards. So that helps us to keep all the contents or all the posts organized in these virtual boards. Now, let me go back to, yeah. Now, what is interesting to note is Pinterest users at the beginning were mostly females, but in the recent years, with Pinterest expanding to multiple countries, with having multiple options and different variety of content, gender divide has shrunk a lot. Another reason is that the users have found more and more topics of common interest, which they want to share among each other, which they want to showcase on a social media platform. And that is where Pinterest has really been useful for all the users, especially content creators, especially people who want to promote their own businesses or promote their hubs and all. This platform has been really useful. Now, a question which is normally making its round: why is Pinterest so popular? And the answer is, first is the simplicity of the design. It gives you a simple feature to browse, to search, to like, and save contents of your interest. I will show you that in a few minutes. And also, you have option to post your own content and you can share it with others. Secondly, Pinterest developers, they capitalize on our love for stunning visuals. Now, who among us, is not odd when we see something stunningly beautiful in front of us, especially if it's an image or some of the wonderful contents which Jason creates, I'm like stunned. I'm like, okay, I want to check out what's behind this or what's the information this content, this image is giving me. And so the developers, they realize that nothing invites an audience to come and check the content better than a brilliant, spectacular visual. And that's what Pinterest is capitalizing on. So let me go back to our Pinterest account. Now, like I said, let me go back to the home feed. Okay, so over here, like I said, this is the home feed. Once at the time you're creating an account, you set up what your areas of interest are. Pinterest will search for you all the contents which relates to your area of interest, and it will put it on the home feed. It's pretty much like how on Instagram and TikTok, once you like something, then it will keep on showing the contents which are related to your areas of interest. On this page, on our D3 Toastmasters page, we are more focused on public speaking. We have been liking content or showing interest in content which are related to public speaking. And that's why you see our home feed is full of content which has been showcased to us related to our area of interest. I can explore more. I can go to other different options and search from here using the explore option. Coming back to my home content. Let me go back to our profile. Okay, so like I said, we have it all organized over here. For example, this is all the content which are related to the D3 events. Now, since this particular board is, we are targeting all the events, here it will show, clicking on this option will show us more content which are related to our area of interest. Now let's go back to the presentation. At this point, does anyone have any question? Or I do see some chat option. Is there any question for me? Okay, nothing for me right now. In case you have any questions or you want me to ask something, just put it in the chat and I hope I can answer those questions to you towards the end of the session. Okay, moving on. Sorry, was there anything, Marian? I saw you unmuted.
Did unmute. I wasn't sure if you were going to go over best practices.
Yes, I will go.
Oh,
I will go.
Perfect.
Yes, I will go. I mean, this is just the first slide. We have some more content. I'm trying to make this elaborate so that everybody can be interested and learn from this. Okay, moving on. The reasons to use Pinterest. Now, Pinterest has a clean design and bold visuals, as I already mentioned earlier. And the main focus of using visuals is to find and share ideas and inspirations. So once you discover the pins you love, it allows you to save them your board so that your favorite pins remain organized and it's easy for you to find them anytime you want to go back or refer to them, or say you found something about an event, or say a public speaking, some tips on good public speaking. You can always save that pin, and then later on when you want to refer it, it's easy for you to go back to your board and look for the same content again. And same goes for the pins you create, all the posts you put out there. Now, next comes the question. So how does your club benefit from using Pinterest? Now, some of the common and the more obvious benefits are it can help you promote public speaking and your club. So like I showed, you can create your post using for your club and put it out there. It's out there in the public domain. People are going to view that post. They're going to be aware of, become aware of your club and the events which your club was organizing. Secondly, it can help you connect with other clubs and Toastmasters. So we are not the only district out there who has their account on Pinterest. We have various other districts also who have put their who have their own Pinterest accounts. They regularly put out posts over there. They regularly put out contents related to public speaking out there on Pinterest. We can go and follow them like how we do on Facebook or Instagram. That way, whenever they are putting out new content, we can go, we can check out what is happening in that district or their clubs and become aware. And sometimes it may even inspire us to do different things. Third, it makes it easy and effective to have posts out there, and you see the publicity of your club out there using the Pinterest. Now, some of the other benefits related to outreach and engagement. First is that Pinterest helps to grow your website and blog traffic. So suppose, for example, you may be hosting your app content on your post host site, or you may have a blog for your web activities. You can pin images or videos on Pinterest, which will in turn direct the users to your post host site and blog. Secondly, you can grow your social media channels. Now, Pinterest has integration with Facebook and Twitter. Similarly, the Pinterest Chrome extension allows you to pin from your Instagram. Let me show you that over here. So when you look for the Chrome web store, you should see this extension over there saved to Pinterest. You can just click on this add to Chrome, add extension, and you will see that it has been added to your Chrome browser over here. So now next time when you click on so you can see it. So whenever you're going to visit any website or something, just click on this one and this gets added to your Pinterest account, particular web page. So this is a simple option for us to save any of the web pages or any of the content which we like, we are interested in, and then save it for future reference. Now, another thing is about the integration with Facebook and Twitter. So I have some links over here which will be helpful. It will show you step-by-step and step-by-step instructions on how to integrate Pinterest with Facebook and why it matters and how beneficial it can be for your club or to post out your contents over there. I will put these links over there in the chat, not probably towards the end of the session, so that you can access these links and go over the steps of the integration. Okay, so we talked about the Chrome extension. We talked about the integration with Facebook and Twitter. Now, next is it can help you grow your YouTube. So if you have your club's channel on YouTube where you are regularly posting videos of your club meetings and speeches, then Pinterest is a great way to help you find new viewers and subscribers. You can pin a short video of the content or a cover image on Pinterest, and from there you can direct the user to your YouTube video. So I have a similar link over there which will give you instructions on how to integrate your YouTube with your Pinterest post. Ultimate goal of using Pinterest is to promote your club and club events, educate, and to motivate public speaking. And one very interesting point to note is that the Pinterest pins have a much longer life, so they can continue to bring in clicks and views and new followers for months together. Moving on to the next slide. So how can you create an account for your club? So you have to have set up a Pinterest business account, and the good thing about this is that you can create a free business account. You don't have to pay for anything for this one. Let me show you how to create one. I think I have an incognito window. So I have this incognito window open. You can click on sign up. And over here at the bottom, you will see an option to create a free business account. You can click on that. Over here, you can give your email ID. So I would recommend having an email option for your club, email ID created for your club. Another option which I used in one of my previous club was to use Google Groups. The advantage of using the in the Gmail group is you can add and remove members as and when required. So in case you have a set of officers, you can create a Google group with the email IDs of those officers, so that any email communication coming to that email ID, in fact, any of the members can view that, any of the club officers can view that email. So that's a very good option. We found it very useful. So that is one option. For me, I'm going to use my personal email right now for creating an account. And date of birth, just to make sure that I don't end up in any of those age-related restrictions. I would just put it give it today's date, and I can create an account over here. Okay, over here, so describe your business. So I can say let's give it as other over here. Business or brand, you can give your club name over here, say Club ABC, region United States. This one, if you want, you can give your Toast First website, or in this case, I don't have a website, so I'm clicking on this option. Select 3 goals. I want to drive traffic to your site. What is the focus of your one? So I can say education. And no, I'm not planning to advertise. Grow your audience or showcase your brand. Over here, it will bring you to the edit profile where you can change any of these options over here. ABC, you can give your website, you can select a username for your account, you can give an email address. And that's it, save it. Your profile is saved, and along with that, your business account or your club account has been created. So it's as simple as this to create an account for your club. And once you have it created, then you can start posting contents, or you can start pinning content on the Pinterest. Okay, I have taken you. Okay, one very important advantage of having a business account is you can track the performance. Like whatever post you have, you can see what is the impression. Impression is on how many times people viewed your post, or on how many times it came up on their home feed, how many saves were there, how many outbound clicks were there. The outbound clicks are when somebody sees a post and then they click on the link or the YouTube link associated with that particular post. So those are the outbound clicks. So you get a dashboard where you can see and all the analytics over here. And I think we have for our So if you see the overall performance, it shows what was the overall performance, and it will show you which all post had impressions. You can promote any of these posts. Some of these promotions are paid. So it's up to you whether you want to really promote them. But you get understand what kind of post people like, how is the awareness, or what is the publicity level of your clubs out there? Is your message really reaching the audience out there? So those are some of the analytics you can get from your business account. Coming back to our presentation. And lastly, these are the best practices which Marianne was speaking about. So so these are the do's and don'ts. As for do's, make sure that whatever you pin is bold and attractive. It invites the audience to look deeper into it and actually see the detailed content. You follow the brand standards. This is very important because as a Toastmaster club, you are representing the brand Toastmasters. So you need to be very cautious about the brand standards which you use while creating a post for your Pinterest. Keep your pins organized. This is more from an organizational point. It's also to keep your account, a simple, organized, easy to find the post. Post regularly. This is also very important because this is what invites people to come and check your club's account. They know that this is an active club, and ultimately it leads, if somebody like me who sees that, okay, this club is posting contents like anything, they are having so many events out there, so that encourages me to come and check out your club. I may come as a guest and then I may end up being a member. So this is also one way to promote your club. Like and save pins from other users. You have to make sure that, or I would say it is as a good practice that go and check out what other clubs are posting. It's a very good practice. It is also a way of making sure that there is engagement around your account. And the most important is be respectful. Whatever post, whatever comment you post out there, it's the digital world. It remains there forever. So be respectful of all the comments. Some of the don'ts: don't overpin. Never. It's like how on Instagram or Facebook, don't overpost, because no, that's a big no-no. Don't download photos from the web and upload them as your own pins. Pinterest does have some restrictions around that. They do have copyright issues. They sometimes do remove pins if they find any copyright issues. So make sure that whatever you post out there is original. It is something which you have created for your club's publicity, for the club's awareness. Don't just repin other users' image, try to put out your own content as well. So once you have created your account, just put some of your own pins. It's not only enough to go and like others' images or others' content. Make sure that you draw others to your club's account as well. And lastly, we all know the importance of hashtags, but make sure that you use the hashtag to an optimal level. Don't use too many hashtags because that's also not a good social media practice. And with that, I would like to conclude this session and wish you all happy pinning. Back to you, Marianne.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Well, that was a lot of great information. I hope you guys have some takeaways. And now I would love to open it up for you to ask any questions. Okay, you guys did really.
Hi, Marianne. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Yeah, I had a few questions. You had mentioned that clubs can get a free Canva account. Did you cover that and I missed it? Or if
We
not,
did.
if you did, I'll see it in the recording.
No, I did not cover it. There is a page that you can go in. There is certain criteria that you have to meet, and I am not sure of all those because they frequently change. Lena, do you know what?
Yeah, I can just quickly add. So Lisa, you can actually create a Canva account, which is the basic account. With that is a free account. With that, you can start creating designs. Only thing, you will not be able to use all the designs, because for that you need to upgrade to the premium. The premium one is the paid account, and Toastmasters being a non-profit, there is a provision that is available in Canva. So it's called Canva for non-profits. So if you go
Okay.
into that, you have to just submit. There is a form that we have to get from the Toastmasters website. And once you submit that form, then you will be able to get the premium features as well for a free, as free. You don't have to pay for it. Otherwise, when you upgrade to premium, you should individually, when you upgrade to premium, you'll have to pay for it. So
Sure.
any non-profit, this provision is there in Canva.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. I was also wondering, it's a question for Jason, of where to get the stock images. Like you showed some nice pictures of people looking out at the audience. Is there like a place where Toastmasters has these types of stock images we can reuse?
Lisa, I think you scared him away because he
He disappeared as soon as I said his name.
like, I'm out. No. So with Canva, there is some stock images already there.
Okay.
And with the free version, there's some. With the paid version, there's some additional ones. You can always upload your own. So if you want to be your own model, you can take a few pictures and you can upload those as well.
And Marian, actually Toastmasters also have some of their stock images. So if you can search for them under the Toastmaster resources.
Those stock images, to Tanya's,
Yeah.
they would be under the brand guidelines, and then
Yes.
you can always remove the background using Canva.
Yeah.
However, just to add there, Lisa, I find the images on Canva very useful. So you just have to go there and search. So for example, last year when I wanted to create something for Halloween to put into our District 3 members group, I just went into the image section and searched for Halloween, and came me a whole set of templates and images. So Canva that way has got a real large repository to search for images. But yeah, there are some stock images on the Toastmasters website as well.
Excellent. Good to know. I'm going to make a note of that. I had two more questions. For Facebook, you mentioned that Meta Business Suite Planner. I have a private group unrelated to Toastmasters on Facebook, but I checked that and it does not have that option on the left. So is it, and it's older, probably the group was created long ago, probably prior to Meta Business Suite Planner.
Yeah.
But is it something I need to have our private club on Facebook? Would I create a private group or would I create something else entirely?
You can create a page on Facebook and you need to have admin rights to that. So I was able to see the Facebook Meta Business Suite on the left because Marian and myself, we have admin rights to the District 3 page. So when you are the VPPR of your club, ideally you could reach out. Maybe the previous VPPR might have the login information to give you the admin rights. Once you have the admin rights, you will be able to see that Meta Business Suite.
Okay, I do have admin rights for this particular Facebook group.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why it doesn't show the.
Okay, we could connect offline also maybe to take a look and see. I'm not sure if it's an old page because all the current pages, like I am the VPPR for 2 clubs where I have admin rights, and for all of them, I'm able to see the Meta Business Suite.
And it's a group page that you had created. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there are 2 things in Facebook. You have a page and a group. There are 2 different things. So to give you an example, the group that we have in District 3, that is an internal group or rather a closed group. So that's called a group, where group you will not find the Facebook Meta option. It's not available for groups. It should be a page that you create.
Okay, that's what. Okay, so definitely it's a group. I wasn't aware that there's a separate page, so I guess I need to look into. Really, it should be a page that's I guess tied to the group in a way.
Yeah, so you'll be having a separate page and a group. So the page is the one which will have the Facebook Meta Suite. The group will not have it.
Okay, that helps me. Thank you. And then very last question, I can probably Google this, but on your best practices slides, you had some really cool sparkles and diamonds. Is that called the glitter effect in PowerPoint, or what is that? How did you make that magic happen?
That's also Canva.
That
Oh,
was
that was Canva also. Oh, that was
Yes.
super cool.
So you have a lot of options to add animation. I mean, how Lena mentioned that you can just search for those. You can search, just type in the word glitters or sparkles, and it will show up all these options which you can add to your Canva images.
So that entire, what you shared with us in that training, I just assumed it was PowerPoint because that's my world. But
No.
that was entirely Canva.
That was entirely Canva.
Very nice. Thank you.
great question. Yes, I love it. I believe Frank was going to ask a couple of questions also.
Thanks. I got them answered in the chat, but yeah, just wondering what you edit videos with, and a few people said different things, but Cyberlink Power Director, Androvid has a paid version, and Canva, and then their phone sometimes.
Yeah, Android has both the free and the paid version, but I find it's not so costly. It's a small amount to pay for the paid version on an annual subscription.
Yes, and another platform that I like to edit videos, if they're small, I like to use TikTok, just because I can download it without the watermark and then upload it. And it's just very easy. You can use filters within the app. So if you're going to do short content, I would suggest also looking into TikTok, and then you'll have it to post within the app as well.
And in case you're looking for, Canva actually has a lot of options to create animations and videos. You can create complete videos on Canva itself. And if you go to Pinterest and check for Canva tutorials, you get a ton of tutorials out there for different features and how to create some very cool posts. So maybe that is also something you can check out.
Yeah. So I think Canva is almost like a one-stop shop. And I think one thing which is good with Canva, once you have this nonprofit thing set up where you can upgrade to premium, that is free. Likewise, even your Facebook Meta Suite is free, Pinterest is free. So all these, without you having to pay, you are able to make use of some of these platforms. And all these platforms have got very good, like Facebook and Pinterest and all. I think why we like Pinterest is because we started using it recently as a team, and we've noticed that traffic to all the other pages has increased once we started using Pinterest. Because as Tanya said, in Pinterest, you add a website link where you can direct people onto your other pages, your website or your Facebook page or Instagram page and so on. So that is helping us drive a lot of traffic to other social media platforms also. So you can make use of these free platforms to help increase your reach.
Any additional questions? And while we're going to send an email out in the next few days with the recording, and then we'll also plug in all these different links so you'll have them as well in one quick shot. Additional questions?
We would also like all of you to let us know what else you would want to see for the next VPPR training. We plan to organize one in the beginning of May. So if you have something else that you want to learn, please let us know. We will incorporate that in the next training.
And get all those links which we have shared. You all can go and save the chat. It would help you to save all the links which Lena, Marianne, and everyone has put out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you being here. If you have any questions, please reach out to us on any social media platform. Send us an email. And be sure to be on the lookout for that email with the replay and all the links that we're going to provide for you. There will be a short survey on there that will help us create more content like this for our May presentation, and just to continue to help you in your role for the district and your club. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'll go ahead and end this meeting because I think there's another meeting
Yes.
that
Perfect. Oh, let me finish. How do I stop recording?
I can do that.
Oh, stop recording. Right there. I found it. I found it.
Okay, okay, okay.